This is Sky. Welcome to Sky's Intuition and another intuitive energy reading for you. They be powerful. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Do not make the situation your circumstance, nor the circumstance your situation. I cannot say it enough. These are collective readings. They're a compilation of everybody that is here. It's energy. So parts of it may resonate with you, parts of it may not. This may be happening in your environment. You be the judge. You use your discernment and let your conscience be your guide and guard. Divine, thank you for the light that you shine upon me on this day. May it shine through me and be a shield of protection that protects me all through the day, all through the night, subconsciously, consciously, from any evil entities or energies and those who wish to trap me or block me in any way, shape, or form for my well-being and for my path and purpose. Divine, thank you very much for the collective energy that we are channeling for, and thank you for consoling anybody who is in need, and thank you for your collective divine message. I'm telling you guys, desperation breeds contempt. So I know for a fact, well, ipso facto, as my daddy used to say, I know intuitively, I should say, that people are coming back, circling around for they're circling around, okay? Like buzzards looking for the kill. See what they could peck at. Look at this. This is entitlement. I've not seen this card before. Entitlement. That's a card I made a while ago and it never popped up until this day. Somebody who has entitlement issues is doing the dark arts. Summer. Something about the summer time. Shine on, living's easy. Store. Something inside of a store. The store was open. It says open in the window. Somebody was checking to see if a store was open. I don't know. Looking in a store. Grateful for something that they found in a store over the summer having to do with dark arts. Were they going to the dark art store? You know, instead of Hobby Lobby, they were going to, I don't know. If there was a dark art store, what would you call it? Put it in the comments below. I'm just curious. Maybe I'll think of one before this reading is over. The dark art store for the elite and sophisticated in the dark arts. I remember, oh gosh, when I first went to the West Coast, I went to, we took one of those Hollywood tour things, and I went past that Magician University, the University of Magic or whatever. That's a pretty cool place. It looks like Alibaba. It's pretty cool. Somebody here is getting their Miranda rights read to them. You have the right to remain silent. Any and every word you say at this time may be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If an attorney cannot be present, you are entitled to a court-appointed attorney at no expense. I don't know what the rest of it is. Nothing but love. Somebody's doing dark arts on you saying, but I love them. I love them. Trying to put out that they love you, or they have nothing but love for you, and they've been trying to kill you, or take your money, take your life, take your wife, take your husband, take your this, take your that, take entitlement, questionable motives. Then why were you trying to kill them? Okay, why were you doing this stuff against them? Why were you doing the darky artsies? What was that about then? Well, I wanted keys to a store. Questionable motives, keys. I wanted keys. Somebody wanted the key to something, keys to something. They wanted entry. Second house, the five senses, attracting and managing money, visceral finances, which is excess, and material possessions. Okay? I'm just saying here. If you love them so much, why were you trying? Why were you doing all of this? If you love them so much, what's up with that? Somebody's being questioned, or even possibly being arrested or detained. My new Shady. Okay, Shady McGrady's on the prowl. They want to come back and do something that's strikingly familiar to the past. Okay? They want to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. The only problem with that is that you have broken free of the matrix. You're not in that karmic loop anymore. So what worked in the past and maybe worked in the past after that, like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I remember so many times, you get and it's so cute when you're young, like that. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. How many times you hear that until finally? I remember I said to my ex one time, I said, they were like, you're not even crying about this. And I said, look, you were out doing your thing, not giving a crap about me when I was home crying to neighbors, crying to my family, crying. And you didn't give a crap. I'm dried up now. She don't flow to me. Medicine. Somebody wants to come back to give you medicine, but shady gatekeeper to these keys. These keys on both these cards. Corruption. They call her Mississippi. Something may be happening in Mississippi, but she don't flow to me. Losing money. Ashamed. Somebody's ashamed that they're losing money. Wow, and a major explosion here. Something is about to pop. Big. Time running out. Oh, was it? Holy snowflakes, Batman. Manipulation. Okay. All right. There's some manipulation. Probate. Somebody manipulated some probate here. And somebody's saying, well, if you love him so much, why were you doing all of this? What was the purpose? What is your purpose? They can't give you an answer. They don't know. They just know they want things. They want to go to the store every time the store is open. They want to be seen wearing new. Outside of that, anybody, I don't know. I'm just saying. But I am telling you very strongly that there are people swooping around. You know, those, what do they call them? Ninja monkeys. Yeah. Oh, we oh. That's what those monkeys were singing when they, on The Wizard of Oz. They were singing to the, I think, what is it that I read somewhere? Maybe it was the goddess Hecate, some witch they were singing to, some deity, dark deity though, not a goddess. So it wouldn't be a goddess. Demonatrix, demonatrix. But they were singing, all we owe her. The witch. Well, it's an enslavement that can never be broken because all they are, all we owe. So I owe, and all that I owe to this person, which is a constant cycle of owing something. You don't owe anybody nothing. This is this entitlement. I'm telling you. Um, I hope you guys don't mind that I do tarot and a little metaphysics and a little, that's what I do. Okay, for those that are new here, that were just expecting a reading and cards of flying, which they can be. Focus on the light side of life. So somebody was focusing on the light side of life because they felt entitled to do so. They didn't feel entitled to have to be necessarily grateful or work. Focus on the light side of life. Dark arts. Performing dark arts, divine. Why would they perform in dark arts? Offer, proposal, commitment. Somebody was using dark arts to get an offer, a proposal, or a commitment. It was that. Summer. GOAT, the greatest multifaceted exceptional. Somebody can't spell. It's exceptional. Or it was a misprint. This should be exceptional. GOAT. So in the summertime, somebody was the goat. Now, I don't like that somebody's the goat, because to me, that goat to me is another form of possible Satanism kind of thing, because the goat oftentimes represents the devil. The only thing that I do is the shofar. I don't know if that's from a ram's horn or a goat's horn. Maybe a goat's horn. I'm not sure. I think it's a ram, though, that the shofar. But I will say this. I never felt right about calling anybody the goat. But in the summertime, somebody wanted to be seen as the greatest. We'll leave it at that. Or they were seen, and there were challenges with a store being open. Challenges. And cloudy intuition. They wanted to cloud your intuition so that you would be grateful for something here. Hopelessly devoted, Miranda writes. So they're saying nothing but love. What are you talking about? This is weird. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Ain't no mountain high, no valleys low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. A time for deep reflection, introspection. Somebody looked into themselves. Look within for the answers you seek and trust your inner wisdom. Okay? Somebody had to look within to see that they weren't this person. If they, it's terrible. Had to face the reality. Somebody, questionable motives. They were possibly in a romance with someone else. Somebody had to face that reality. Outside of the dark arts, though, that's cool. But if somebody's using dark arts, then not cool. And I don't know why I'm reading this or who I'm reading this for. So let's move it along. Keys. Somebody's proud that they got the keys to this man. Look it. You mine. All mine. Okay. They want to show it off, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Second house, spinning the block. Drive by, spying, and curious. But what? So what makes? Why are they curious about you? Why care? And that's what I can't wrap my head around. If anything, if somebody has moved on from you, whether you were the third party, they got a third party. Why haven't they moved on from you? If they've moved on from you. If they cheated on you because they thought they got a better deal with somebody else, bless you, move it on. Why are they still in your energy and why are they still bothering you? What does it have to do with you? You know? You lick your wounds and then you move on. You do something that is working as opposed to something that's not. Guarded. You're guarded from this shady person who's saying they got nothing but love for you, right? Inner child. Somebody has some past life. Allow play and fun to guide you. Inner child. Reconnect with joy, creativity, and stuff of your inner child. Deja vu. Somebody felt like childlike with you, maybe, or they had a child from a romance over the summer because somebody was supposed to be the greatest, and they were questioned why. They thought this person was the goat. This could have been a Capricorn. Kicked to the curb. So you said no. I mean, I don't want to be bothered with that for. I ain't got nothing to do with me. Firestorm, gatekeeper, karma, trauma, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Firestorm, a fire energy could be going through it. Somebody is disillusioned by the corruption that they got involved in. Hey, nobody asked you to lose because now they're losing money. Losing money because they're fake. The fake person's losing money because they were shady. They knew they weren't this person's person, but yet they wanted this person's money, maybe. Whew. Soulmate. Your soulmate is ashamed. Similar friendship with mentor. They're ashamed of themselves because they let themselves play with someone from their past who is possibly a Capricorn over the summer. Mixed signals, explosions. Somebody is shocked or kicked to the curb, and they're seeing it as mixed signals when you blatantly do not want to be bothered with this person. So you have to put your gate up. Telepathic communication. Time is running out. Yeah, I told you, like in the dream state, you even got the hover rounds. Friendship. Somebody is trying to manipulate you into a friendship. Love of my life. Somebody intervened with, and now you don't want to be bothered. They don't access granted, right? They want the key, but they don't want to do the shadow work. They want something about they were self-indulgent. Now someone's disillusioned by all the gossip because you slayed it. You slayed it. You slayed it. Now this person is imprisoned by the shady shit they said. I mean, come on now. Shady. Shady Grady. Maybe we'll hear about this probate later. But right now, this is what's coming out. I'm gonna do as much as I can. I know that today is most definitely Gypsy Hobo Day over on Patreon. Guys, I know I owe you guys. I know I do, but I've been busier than I'd like to be on other things. So now I have a little bit of a breather. Maybe I can get caught up. So thank you for your patience and patronage. Somebody here had an illusion about an opportunity for to build something with someone. Somebody had an illusion. What's this focus on the light side of life about? A Queen of Swords here who has they felt entitled to something here so they could focus more on the lighter side of life. Look at her. She's looking out over from her balcony like, oh, the world's a wonderful place. They weren't worried. They were entitled to whatever this is. Dark arts on the table. Offer proposal. Wheel of Fortune. Okay? I'm looking at this Wheel of Fortune on this card, and this is the balance of life and death. Somebody's doing dark arts for somebody's destiny. On somebody's destiny with regards to getting a proposal or a commitment. And this is the Two of Cups. Over the summer, somebody saw this person as the greatest. So they made a deal with them, a contract. They felt like they saw eye to eye. Could be a summer romance. And this Queen of Swords they said, oh, no, I'm entitled to that. Do you love this person? No, but I'm entitled to... All right, the Ten of Gold. Somebody here is challenged by somebody here who has a lot of like burdens or a lot of people around surrounding them. I see. Challenge is a lot of blockages, something about a store or a lot of hurdles to overcome in a store. Eight of Swords, somebody here is disillusioned. They're trapped in their mind. Grateful for this entrapment. Somebody here is grateful for this entrapment here. Or somebody's trapped in jail, but somebody is grateful for it because we have Miranda rights, hopelessly devoted. Somebody maybe told someone, this is the weirdest thing. I'm getting that some deal that they made with someone was, I'll keep you out of jail, or I'll keep your secret, or I'll keep something that you did secret for you to be seen as hopelessly devoted to me. They're being interrogated about this. Somebody here is getting a victory also. Eight of Cups, yeah, they got this victory. They got seen, recognized as being who this person was devoted to. And this Queen of Swords is now being questioned or detained or arrested. Take it as resonates. This is when you looked at the situation and said, my gosh, this person wouldn't treat me like this unless there was somebody else. You know, introspection, you walked away. And that's why this person started up this romance and married this other person. That's what the deal is. Some Queen of Swords, whoever she is, questionable motives, proud. That was the motive. But what's the keys? Now they're proud to have the keys to something, the keys to some store, the keys to somebody's heart. That's what they're saying. I have the keys here. They got married maybe over the summer, spinning the block. You moved on, and somebody now, and they're married. They married this person for whatever whether they did spell work to get the marriage, whatever they did to marry this person, they did it. Okay, and they got it. It worked. All right. They wanted to screw up your destiny with this person by performing because they felt that that was what they were entitled to this marriage. So now you moved on and this person's spinning the block on your butt. And it's like, once upon a time, you had a choice to make. And you made that choice. Now leave me alone. Leave me alone. Somebody's guarded from someone who's shady, possibly a Leo, or something is coming out about somebody being shady, and that's why you're guarded. And this is the magician. Dark arts, the magician, offer the proposal. Deja vu, they want to come back and do magic on you, work with some inner child trauma, some past life inner child, or something here that they want to do to you again, kick to the curb. And this is, they kick to the curb, this Queen of Swords, possibly, who was entitled. Something about medicine, I don't know, or they want to kick you to the curb for a celebrity, a star, somebody who's healed, somebody who has some kind of status. The 10 of Pentacles, firestorm, but they're not getting, that's not going to happen. You know, like it's like you could burn down a house with fire, you can burn down a lot of things with fire, but in the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus, I think that's the book, if not another. I read that when Jesus was walking on water, like it could have been one of the Gnostic texts as well. He made sure he had iron in his pocket or on him in his something about iron. Now, that's a separate story. I don't know why I brought it up, to be honest with you, except for the fact that iron, usually, you know, you'll see the gates up of an iron gate unless somebody actually removes it long after the place is burned down or toppled over or whatever. So there's something here that's very strong. That's why I'm talking about iron. It has a lot of resilience to it, this gate. Somebody's trying to set fire to a gate that's maybe made of steel or iron. And this is disillusioned because they were corrupt. They did something corrupt. 6 swords, they moved on. They were looking for money. Now they're trying to steal, corrupt, disillusioned. You're disillusioned by this person's lies, and just they lost your love when they faked you out. They lost your respect first. Then over time they lost your love. You have no respect for this person. You don't trust them. And you don't love them. I mean, you know, major components are missing for a reasonably good person. Fake. Losing money. They want you to look elsewhere while they're digging in your purse sometimes. You're like going in your purse going, I know I had a $20 bill in here. And you see like maybe a $2, 2 singles and some change, and you're like, what the heck's going on? Yeah, somebody was in for the money. They wanted the money. And someone now is ashamed. And they want to come rushing back and give you this proposal that this person did the spell work on you to not get. Now, mixed signals. Somebody's shocked to get mixed signals from you because they've been judged. As this may have to do with somebody here who is married to this Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Gold is something about a Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. I think they're both doing magic. If not, they're the same person. Mixed signals. One day she loves you, the next day she leaves you. Can we have it just the way it used to be? 'Cause I'm a man, I got my pride, don't need no woman to hurt me inside. I need a love like any other. Somebody's doing moon magic, telepathy at night. Time's run out. So go on and leave me for another. The love ain't gone bad. I used to love Paul Rogers. Oh my gosh, I had such a crush on that man. Okay, and this is the choice. Somebody wants to manipulate you into making a choice to at least be their friend. Why is that? Because they are trying to set a fire. If they can get you as a friend, then they could do this and then they could do that. It's just, but you're this is the high priestess knows, the high priestess and the sun. So the high priestess knows, they're aware about this five of mallets being left out of the wedding feast in the Bible, the wedding feast, because they were judged and betrayed. You know they lied about you for their own greed. And when I was a little itty bitty girl in my mommy and daddy's house, I had a dream. I mean, I'm not kidding. I had this dream that I was on top of a mountain and I was being judged by, I guess, God. I don't know. Some father image, patriarch. And I was saying, but they're lying about me. They're lying about me. They're lying about me. And he believed them. And that's how I came to here, was that I was sent down the mountain because everybody lied about me and the father believed them because they all stuck to their story against me. And I that was just a weird dream, but I've had weird dreams ever since I was an itty bitty prophetic dreams. Yeah, somebody wants to have victory over getting you stooped. They want to start out as a friend. Let's be friends. Why not? I know that you're coming into money, so I want it. This other privileged person, they thought they were privileged to be with this person basically just because, maybe for their own reasons. But now this person wants to be involved with you. And they may still, who knows if they're married or not? Who knows? What's this Queen of Swords about? Who is entitled? This justice. They work in the justice system. This could be a lawyer. This could be a judge. Focus on the lighter side of life. This is some entitlement in the court. So this Queen of Swords could be a Libra, could be anybody who went to the justice system. What's the Wheel of Fortune, or works with the justice system? Could be even a court clerk. Anybody that works in the court system. The World, Wheel of Fortune. Dark arts. They wanted something. They took something to court to get somebody's destiny reversed back to them. They did some kind of spell, a reversal spell, but not like you or I would think of reversal. They did a reversal spell so that someone would come back to them to change the destiny and go of a situation within the courts. So here's the Two of Cups. Told you. This was the devil getting even. This is Capricornian energy. This is somebody who is has addictions, who is toxic as anything. You name the toxicity, we could go through a lot of them. But they made, this is the goat. Holy crap. I did say the devil, didn't I? Didn't I? I most certainly did. This Capricorn was mad. They wanted to be seen as the best. As the best. The devil. The devil, you say? So they did something here. Some truth is coming out about them burdening somebody and giving them some kind of challenge, truth about a store, some challenges in a store, some burden, letting go of a burden or a blockage to tell the truth. about a death maybe that somebody is in jail for. Cloudy intuition. They want someone to be, they want to cloud your intuition so you're grateful for something here, for the death of somebody or the ending of someone. They want you to be grateful for that. Get the heck, what? Six of Wands, the High Priestess being recognized here. Somebody is doing something online. High Priestess, healer. Somebody knows that somebody is being investigated. Possibly this Queen of Swords. This entitled princess. The little cutie pie. Now that doesn't mean all air signs are bad, and we all have a lot of signs in our chart. So this could be anybody that works for the courts, okay? That also knows dark arts. That works, yeah. That does demon worship, like for truth, justice, and the American way. And I was meditating this morning. I always meditate, like a couple hours before I actually get up. And I was thinking about the Pledge of Allegiance and how our country has suffered ever since that wasn't mandatory, that was no longer mandatory in the schools. When you pledge allegiance, you were all, remember I said the other day I was thinking about patriotism. When you're pledging an allegiance, you're all aligned, aligned with the United States of America and what is in the best interest to us remaining united. Well, not saying that, not reciting that mantra every morning. And, well, I don't have to tell you what's going on in the world. You see it. Somebody's walking away here. We don't, one nation under God was a part of that. Kids nowadays don't even know it, possibly. Somebody here is investigating why somebody walked away, and then they had to realize they had to take a hard look at themselves and say, this person, nothing but love. Something they did here. Okay? But they love you. Tower. Okay? Someone here, romance, somebody is shocked that they can't get questionable motives. What? Does somebody not understand something here that wants a romance, or they were in a romance to hold on to money from someone in court? Maybe. Ace of Cups. Somebody's rushing in with a love offer or information here about a pregnancy. That's their key. That's their key. Because I'm pregnant. Because I'm pregnant. Somebody here may be pregnant. Questionable motives. Why did you sleep with this person then? Like, what's up with you? I don't care who you want to sleep with, but you're not going to be, you're not going to be in a relationship with me doing it. Somebody wants to put their hands on you, though. They do. They do. Because you're moving on and attracting money. That's why. I thought that other person was going to do it for you. The entitlement person. Let them do it for you. They're blocked. They don't want you to see them spinning the block around your house. They don't want you to see something here. Shady, but they're shady. They're afraid that something is going to come out. That they're shady. You see them as shady anyway. What are they scared of? You see them as shady. You don't want them in your life. And this is moving on. Somebody has to take their little magic bag and their little inner child issues and move on. Deja vu. They're shocked that you moved on. You don't have the same, like sometimes toxic karmics will infuse you with a bad memory. And our mind, it's a memory that you may want to end better than it did. So it keeps cycling because you keep thinking, and it's never going to end any better than it did. Six of Swords. And where's the other one? There's another one here. It's telling, move on, move on, move on, move on, move on. You moved on. Somebody wants to reunite with somebody who is a celebrity. That's medicine. It's karma. Ten of Pentacles or Ten of Mallets. Ten of Mallets. You moved on. What? Hierophant. Yeah, they want this person. You're not. This person may be in some kind of a commitment and trying to come into you for money because they're going to need the money because they'll have a baby on the way. So they're going to romance you, marry the other one, be the perfect family daddy, while you're helping to support his other life, and he gets to sleep with you. Now, if that's not a bargain, is that a bargain? Seven of Swords. They're going to lie to get this money. They want to be seen, that somebody is recognized as a liar now, and somebody is disillusioned. You're disillusioned with their corruption. I sleep around for money. That's my job. Okay. Now, and that's okay. No judgment here. But when you have a family, what kind of example are you setting? Queen of Cups. Somebody here is losing money for being fake. Somebody wants this Queen of Cups to be seen as losing money because they're fake. They're saying that this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they saw somebody was wearing a mask, possibly to this Queen of Cups as well. Now they're losing money, and this group of people are ashamed because they did something to slow up your finances so that you, and something about a soulmate, for somebody who claimed to be a soulmate. Yeah, it was this contract with this Queen of Wands, this agreement that they made to give you mixed signals. So to keep you always in this shocked explosion, yeah, to keep you always off guard and keep you always like, what's the word? Unstable. Yeah, keep you in a state of instability. This Queen of Wands paid for that. And the King of Pentacles. Somebody hears telepathically time is running out for this illusion about this King of Pentacles. Somebody created an illusion about this King of Pentacles as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male, that they had an agreement with someone. And now this Queen of Pentacles was chosen. A Gemini is involved with this Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody that they're seen as a friend is really who they want to be with. Could be a Gemini. But they're manipulative. They're manipulating the situation because they're married. So this person, look. Somebody lied or they stole something. Oh, how the tables have certainly turned. I'm going to take this up because I'm telling you what I'm saying here. I'm saying here that somebody reconciled with somebody tricked somebody into coming back, possibly for financial reasons. Okay? So, but the person they went back to really had a side piece with someone else. Or their friendship with someone was more than a friendship. If you know what I mean. This could be a same-sex situation to women. If you know what I mean. Just saying. They're still doing sex magic. I don't care what anybody says. They're still doing magic, and they're still doing the funky monkey and all that kind of crap. They're very immature people. They can't get out of this loop that what they think will work should work, or what they think is important is more important than anything else. Trust me, I know. Justice. Entitlement. I am entitled. Toxic relationship. Fighting, codependent, misunderstanding, and trigger warnings. So that somebody was in a toxic relationship, they felt they were entitled because of the toxicity of the relationship and to something here. Or they felt they were entitled. I don't know. Maybe this is a divorce. Roll the dice. Take a chance, risk, leap of faith strategy. Somebody's strategy was to get somebody to come back to them to attack dark arts. Well, maybe if you stop doing spell work, your relationship may improve. Heartbreak. Somebody is heartbroken. The devil is heartbroken, as they should be, for trying to get even by getting into a contract so that they could be seen as the better than you. The better thans are back in town, moving to a theater near you. The better thans. Somebody is aware of this, that somebody did this. It's all coming out. Now somebody's having anxiety over the truth coming out. Okay? That they tried to burden somebody with challenges. The truth is coming out. They may have had something to do with a death. Just to burden you. Just to burden you and make you unstable. Does that make sense? Family. Death in the family. Somebody's in jail for a death in the family here. And they're saying you should be grateful for it. Because they were trying to do the same thing to you. The high priestess. Who is the high? What about this high priestess? Okay. Unfinished business. Miranda writes, it's not over. Patterns back and forth. Baggage. See, somebody secretly has this desire to have you arrested or imprisoned by something. I don't know why. Or somebody's being investigated for whatever they've done because they had this baggage on them. Breakup. So somebody found out something and they decided they took a look in the mirror and they walked away when they seen that this person was going back to someone else for fear of being under arrest or questioned about something here. They surrendered, shocking surrender to this marriage, to this romance. And maybe you wanted to know why. Why did this person marry this person? It was basically a roll of the dice. They just wanted to get out of a situation, another situation or something. Date. Somebody wants to date you. They want to come in real quick, date you, tell you that they love you to get the keys to something. Single. They don't want to be seen as single or as you being single and moving on and having money. You're not allowed to have that. You're not allowed to live your life the way you want to live your life. That makes sense? Come on. Somebody here is traveling. They're traveling because they're doing shady stuff when they travel. You may also be guarded or suspicious of somebody who travels a lot, who's shady, mystery, unknown, enigma, illusion, confusion. You're moving away from this illusion, confusion. This person wanted you back up it. wanted to get you back into their game, signs and synchronicities, coincidence. Somebody's getting a taste of their own medicine. If they were abusive to you, they're getting abused. I'm not joking. Somebody is abusive here. And I don't mean to take that lightly because I know what domestic violence is like. It's not pretty, ever. And it's not good for children, ever. Somebody here is a player and they got married. They got caught up, man. And they got caught up. This player here now they're trying to get to this 10 of Pentacles here, trying to act like they're single when they got a whole family and stuff that they should be grateful for. The Lord is saying, and you know the truth. So what? So they can take the little corrupt behind you somewhere else. You're not interested. Disillusioned. You are disillusioned with this person's crap. And for this very reason, I say, you know what? For these spouses that go out and they blame the other woman or the other man and they say, oh, they wrecked my marriage. They did this, they did that. Let me tell you this. Number one, it takes two to tango. If you want the marriage fixed, you must realize that it takes two to tango, and you must accept accountability. And if the other person can't accept accountability for the collapse of the marriage, then it doesn't matter. You could try everything. Somebody wants to reconcile with the Queen of Cups because they found out that this other person was fake. One of these two people's fake. And there's a snake in the group. Shady. They want to apologize because they act like they're ashamed, but they're a snake. Get the heck out of here. They're a snake. Unexpected. This is going to shock you. I'm telling you. This Queen of Wands. Something is unexpected about this Queen of Wands. That, you know, somebody may have been, whoa. As soon as I was going to say it, all the cards flew. I was going to say it. I'm still going to say it. Somebody could have been messing around with a Queen of Wands. Or a Queen of Swords. To take you out of the... And this person chose one of them. I don't know. It was somebody... I'm thinking maybe this was unexpected that they had this relationship with this person, or what you're going to hear is totally unexpected. Or somebody is seeing something on their phone about two people being together, and you were supposed to, storm warning on upheaval, obstacle, wrecking ball. Drama. There's some drama about a King of Pentacles and an illusion. Time ran out for somebody who wanted to be the King of Pentacles. New love. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles is a new love. So this is a new love that somebody chose because they can manipulate them, or they were manipulated while they were still trying to reconcile with the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups could have been losing money, and this Queen of Pentacles could have been gaining money because of this corruption. This is all coming out. Oh my, this is crazy. You had a spiritual awakening that brought about your change in finances, and this third party has a secret crush who had a secret crush. Now they regret that they did this hookup because they're afraid that this person has addiction, the soulmate. Now they want to run into you, but they have legal matters over a wedding that they real quick got into over somebody they met over social media. Basically, maybe they like the same music. I don't know. Music is very healing for you right now. And that is that, guys. That's that. Somebody was trying to reconcile with you, but somebody had money issues. They had money issues from court from a Queen of Swords, okay? Who felt that they were entitled to everything here. Now, if you are going from here to here, Queen of Cups, I don't know. This is a new love for you, Queen of Pentacles. Whoever you are. Somebody wants to reconcile with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio because they're losing. They're running out of money and you're turning into the Queen of Pentacles. They want to manipulate you into thinking that they're all new, all better now, all new. No, they not. They still, this person, right here, hiss. They're still the snake in the garden. Okay? Trying to get you to bite that apple. Be careful. Guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Oh my gosh, this was a long one. I didn't expect it to be this long. Let me get off of here and I'll see you later. Thank you for everything you do for this channel. I appreciate you and I wish you nothing but grace, goodness in 2026 and peace.